What's up guys? So if you're walking down the street and some random person came up to you and they said, listen, could you just do me a quick favor? Could you go to the supermarket and buy me a pint of milk? You'd probably be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know you. Who the hell are you? Unless you're feeling extremely generous that day. But at the same time, this is one of the biggest challenges with link building outreach, okay? Because you're emailing random webmasters. They probably don't know you, they've never heard of you before, and they're being bombarded by outreach emails from people like you and everyone else on the internet. So how can you make sure that you stand out, that webmasters trust you instantly, and that you have a lot more credibility so that when you do ask for a favor like a link, people are more willing to add that backlink and dedicate their time to helping you? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to add more authenticity, credibility, and social proof to your website so that you can build more backlinks with link building outreach. And these are the tried, tested, and proven techniques that I've been using to get more backlinks from outreach like this and this. Now, first of all, let me explain why trust and social proof is so important when it comes to link building, okay? The first thing is that this is kind of like a survival instinct. So when it comes to trust, if we see an outsider that we don't recognize, our first instinct is danger. You know, like when we were running around in tribes with little spears, fighting each other, as soon as we saw a stranger or an outsider, we thought danger, right? This person is a threat. And it's the same with link building, okay? If someone doesn't know you, they're not gonna trust you, you don't really have any credibility, and therefore the difference between you getting a link and not getting one is the social proof that you produce so that they can bridge the gap between you being a stranger and you being a person they trust. And if you can do that effectively, you'll land more backlinks, they'll be higher quality, and you'll build better relationships with other websites in your niche, which is an extremely powerful tool. So the first place to start is your About Us page on your website, because this is one of the main places other website owners are going to look to understand who you are and what you're about. So if you can demonstrate that you've got a story, that you're a real person, that you're a brand with values, then that's going to go a long way in creating credibility and trust. So you've got to kind of pimp out your About Us page and make sure that it's as engaging and compelling as possible. And if you do that, you can instantly start building some trust. So on your About Us page, include some details about why you started your website, what you're trying to achieve, your vision, and also include pictures of you and your team. Now that brings me on to my second point, which is to include some images and some videos even of you and your team so that it shows you're real people with an actual website and you're not just some sort of fake profile. Because the thing is, when it comes to outreach, a lot of people are using like fake images. So they might use a website like thispersondoesn'texist.com, they download the image, they slap that onto their email account, and even though there's nothing particularly wrong with that, if you want to build as much social trust and credibility as possible, then you need to avoid that. So don't use stock images. Instead, replace them with pictures of you, different action shots. You know, let's say you have a website about dogs, you could have a picture of you with your dogs and that sort of thing. Any sort of images that you can't fake so that it shows you're a real person with an actual identity. And then also include some videos if you can as well, because the more sort of touch points you have and the more ways people can engage with you, the more they're going to trust you, and that builds social trust too. Next up, include some links to social media profiles on your website and also your email signature too, because this will demonstrate more social proof. So if you have a LinkedIn profile set up, you know, if you use Twitter, whatever sort of social media sites that are professional and that you're fairly active on, you should include links to, because that demonstrates you're a real person that's active on social media, that's actually engaging with the world, and therefore people are more likely to trust you. Plus, it can also demonstrate your personality and your value with social media so that you create more credibility. And you know, I've actually lost links in the past because I didn't have a LinkedIn profile. You know, the website owner was looking for a LinkedIn profile, they couldn't find it, that kind of seemed a little bit suspicious, and therefore they refused to add the link to my website simply because this social media profile was missing. So that shows you just how important it is to have these profiles set up. And even if you're not going to be active every single day, that doesn't matter. It's about having those building blocks in place so that there's more social proof when people Google your name or they look for your website, you know, they're more likely to trust you. And finally, try to do at least a few guest posts or podcasts or that sort of thing that demonstrate you're a real person that's active outside of your website, because when someone Googles your name, all these sort of search results are going to pop up that show more and more social proof and that demonstrate you're a real person. And then when people are researching you and your identity, they see this footprint across the web that shows, right, they've been posted on different websites, other websites trust them, therefore I'm going to trust them to add a link to my site. And that's a very powerful factor when it comes to social proof. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you use these hacks to build more credibility, authenticity, and trust to your persona so that when you're reaching out, Websites are more likely to trust you, you stand out, and you're going to differentiate yourself from everyone else who's trying to get a backlink from outreach. Now, if this video helped you, please smash a like on it. If you have any questions about link building, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be really happy to help you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because my link building videos will help you grow your website, boost your rankings, and drive more traffic to your site.